But so dapat balik idea soalan tadi, is berdasarkan your research. Ada tak makhluk yang berdasarkan you punya research, ada tak makhluk yang diami bumi before manusia?
Very high possibility. Very high possibility. Earth is 4.4 billion years old. Earth is very old. And in fact, even on Mars, there used to be oceans and rivers. So the problem with civilization, no matter how maju the building is, no matter how canggih the technology is, 40,000 years it crumbles. It becomes dust. Yeah.
Kenapa?
That's just we do not have the technology to build things that can last 40,000 years. No matter how power the besi is, titanium, whatnot, it will turn to dust.
Tapi tak ke macam towards the end of the, katakan lifespan 40,000 tahun, towards end of the final 5 to katakan final 1,000 year pun, that generation just dengan teknologi yang baru tu just move on to the next one, tak? If we have been stagnant and staying on Earth sahaja, no matter how many times Allah decide to hit the reset button, there's really no way for us to know. There's no way for us. We have a lot of. This is what I love about Islam and Allah, is how Allah shares information, but puts a barrier. He shares information, He lets you research and know, but He puts a barrier. That barrier should make you realize that God exists. But some people, unfortunately, kenapa barrier tu menunjukkan God exists, tak faham?
Because if science answers everything, you should know everything. If evolution was key to everything, then you should know everything.
Okay, makes sense dah. So maksudnya kalau sampai satu tahap tu, bila kita research yang kita tak tahu juga jawapan dia, maksudnya the creator is the only one that knows.
There are some things that no scientist can answer. It is impossible. For example, when I say how with the technology we call it the how far light can travel from different stars to reach us, right? So there is no way for us to know, even with the best satellites in the world, we cannot go further than that. This is, let's say, consider bulat macam gini, this is how far we can see. Engkau 1,000 years, 1 million years in the future, kau ada satellite sebesar planet, you cannot see further than this. Allah put a barrier. This is the max you can go. And the best part about Allah barrier, it only grows bigger. So it is a max, and it's so humbling to know that, because now you realize Allah intentionally put a barrier and tell you, hey hambaku, realize that all my teachings, everything I allow you to research, there is still things you will never be able to know. And I think that's humbling. That makes me realize that, wow. Yeah.
Dan Quran Allah beritahu, wallahu ya'lamu antum la ta'lamun, dan Allah SWT tahu apa yang kamu tak tahu. So sangat deep lah bila kita cerita sebenarnya ni kan. Sebab saya nampak video,
I love talking about this.
Saya nampak video Prof perempuan yang viral pasal cerita pasal history semua ni, Prof yang kat UIA tu. Dia cakap pasal makhluk sebelum manusia dekat atas muka bumi. Sebab dalam Quran Allah bagi tahu, bila Allah SWT nak ceritakan manusia, kan malaikat persoalkan, betul ke nak ceritakan manusia? Bukankah manusia ni akan buat penumpahan darah macam yang sebelum ni? Maksudnya sebelum ni ada something yang habit Earth. Cuma ada, yalah, ulama cakap mungkin jin, mungkin makhluk lain. Tapi dalam pernah dengar tak apa orang Perak Man tahu Perak Man?
Tak tahu.
Perak Man macam antara macam human fosil tu perkataan betul lah, human fosil yang dulu yang macam
like apes,
macam manusia tapi dia macam lain sikit kan.
But you cannot consider that human. So like Adam and Eve was human,
yes,
because there's intelligence. You cannot consider ape just because they fucking hit a rock. You cannot call that human yet. So this is what I love about science as well. So we can science. You do your research of this, you realize this. From the evolution of the monkey, the ocean to becoming apes, to evolving jadi macam human-sized apes and everything. But then there's a missing.
Ocean kepada apes.
Oh yeah, it started off from the ocean. Everything evolved from the water. Everything evolved from the water. We started crawling from the water. It all started from small microbes from the water, and then slowly it started having flippers, and then slowly being able to walk, and then slowly having life on the surface. But here's the best part. This part of intelligence, we do not know how it happened. We do not know how
In
it
between
happened. So we know the evolution of ocean till apes berjalan making fires and shit.
Okay, ada satu point yang penting saya nak buat. Tapi before
Please.
that, macam mana kita tahu daripada water kepada ape?
Bro, your genes never lies. Your genes inside of you, your genes
DNA.
never lies. Your DNA never
Back
lies.
to water.
You can trace back till the furthest point of your DNA cannot lie.
Okay. Okay.
But the one I want to point out is this: the one that Adam and Eve, intelligence. There's no, you cannot trace it. How did that happen?
So just menunjukkan apa
Allah
yang
exists.
make sense lah.
It makes sense. It's logical.
There's a beginning to it lah.
Yes, there's a beginning. So people confuse the ape, the Neanderthals, I don't know what the fuck you call that. People confuse that with humans. No, come on, man. I'm talking about intelligence.
Tak tahu Spacedollah tahu ke tak. Okay, saya tanya Spacedollah, manusia dibuat berapa?
Tanah. We all made.
Jin dibuat berapa?
I don't know.
Jin api lah.
Okay.
Smokeless fire. Haiwan buat berapa?
I don't know.
Kita tahu.
Tak tahu.
This is blow your mind. Dalam
What?
Quran Allah bagi tahu Yang Quran Allah bagi tahu lupa ayat Arab dia, tapi maksudnya Allah buat haiwan ni daripada air.
Ooh. Interesting.
Daripada air.
Interesting.
Yes. Sebab I dengar tadi orang tak tahu tu.
Interesting. Interesting. Now let me give you another mind-blown fact.
Okay, silakan.
We are all made from stardust.
Apa?
Mud, water, we are all made from stardust.
Stardust pada Big Bang ke?
Yes. No, stardust. How the evolution, how it all started is every time a star explodes, stardust creates other planets, create other stars. Macam mana dalam womb manusia,
Okay.
creating a baby is very similar to the formation of other planets and other stars. So everything generally stardust explode, creates other planets, creates life. So a stardust, it is so wonderful, and the idea of everything coming from one altar power is the most beautiful part about understanding that fact. So in reality, semua bulat-bulat sama.
Semua
And
dia
how do people say?
sama.
How do people say Allah don't exist? Okay, never mind. Allah maybe for us, but how do people say God don't exist? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you to say God don't exist? What is the logic behind it? You get what I mean?
Air ni mana Spacedollah?
Oh, they are even liquid in space too. So they
No, air yang kita ada kat bumi ni.
stardust formation from other planets,
Tak, I mean macam mana boleh ada kat
meteorites,
bumi? Besi.
water, metal,
Besi.
stardust.
Tak, I mean macam stardust masuk bumi tu jadi besi.
No. Stardust forms planet.
Tu
forms.
macam dia punya origin kan?
Stardust macam origin.
Okay, origin. Tapi
origin.
macam mana kat bumi ni, tanah ni, tiba-tiba boleh ada besi.
I know diamonds only. I don't know. Diamond from neutron stars.
So jatuh ke bumi.
No, bukan jatuh ke bumi. The formation, the particles comes to Earth. Yeah, you could say that lah. You could say that.
So dia macam meteor macam tu lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what's your rendition? Because I like your Islamic view of things.
Okay, so
please tell
basically
me.
Besi dari sudut sains tahu tak daripada mana?
Tell me.
Meteor jatuh ke bumi lah. Dan dalam Quran Allah bagi tahu, and dia baru je dapat jumpa research ni, tapi dalam Quran Allah bagi tahu, dan kami turunkan besi untuk memudahkan kehidupan manusia.
Right. I have one thing. Of course, a lot of people.
Tapi turunkan besi macam mana? Benda tu lagi dulu. Nabi SAW zaman yang tak ada teknologi tu boleh bagi tahu. Kalau untuk orang pertikaikan kan Islam contoh kan. Macam dalam Quran dia dah bagi tahu kami turunkan besi, and sekarang researchers bagi tahu okay, betul lah besi ni bukan daripada bumi. Origin dia jatuh kepada bumi.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes.
To know that there are things that you don't know that the Quran already knows. I want to ask you one thing. There's, I forgot what story, but there's one part where I think it was Nabi Muhammad or something, where they naik macam Pegasus pergi
Buruk. Yes.
Now, have you ever thought that maybe during that time they don't know what spaceship looks like. So what if the reality of things is no one can really understand the full rendition and understanding of the Quran except the Creator Himself.
Faham.
But during those days, you would think a spaceship is a flying horse. So I'm not trying to try to pesongkan orang. I'm just saying what you see in those days and what you see now might be two very different things. So who is it to say that the reality is there's a lot of things we do not know answers to, but one thing we can both agree on from a science perspective, and a person who has amazing faith to your religion and our religion, is that we both agree that there is a creator and it's Allah. And I think that is powerful, because that unites someone who loves science and someone who's very passionate about religion.
Dia macam strengthen the faith 100%. And kadang-kadang kita macam lupa bila contoh macam hadis yang kita baca sekarang zaman 2024 ni contoh yang kita baca Nabi SAW bagi tahu certain benda, kita kena ingat bahasa yang digunakan adalah bahasa zaman tu. Macam kalau dia describe something, dia describe menggunakan apa yang ada zaman ni.
Exactly.
Dia tak nak describe kapal terbang tu, kapal terbang tu. Dia tengok dia describekan berdasarkan apa yang ada, burung tapi dia macam tak bergerak, keras contoh kan. So